It is Friday, December 16th, 2022. I'm Chris Remo, and welcome back to the New York Times Crossword Daily Solve. It's a Friday puzzle, which means a themeless crossword today, our first of two themeless puzzles for the week, and maybe the less challenging of the two. We'll just have to see. This themeless edition of the Daily Solve has been brought to us by Mitchell Turek, Jenny Montague, Lewis Williams, and, as always, the invaluable Timothy Mark and the indomitable Shullmaster. So thank you so much to the five of them, benefactors of the Daily Solve Patreon campaign, for their generous support in sustaining this channel. I do very much appreciate it. And if you'd like to join their ranks and become a benefactor and get the Daily Solve Let's Check the Crosses mug, you can find that at patreon.com/dailysolve or in a link in the description field underneath the video. And if you'd like to join the Patreon campaign at any level and get access to all of the bonus videos that have gone up on the channel to date, as well as the new ones that go up each week, you can follow that same link or type it in yourself manually, I suppose is the other option. I don't know why I said or, but that's at patreon.com/dailysolve yet again. And thank you to everybody who is a patron, who has backed the campaign at any level. I do very much appreciate it, so thank you if you're one of those people. And you should subscribe to the YouTube channel as well, of course, that's free. And so is the Daily Solve Discord chat server, which is can be joined in a link in the description field underneath the video as well. There is an extra channel for patrons, but other than that, it's free. And with that, let's get on to the puzzle. So this is a Friday crossword, Friday themeless puzzle by Cameron Austin Collins, who's constructed a couple of dozen puzzles for the New York Times, an experienced constructor, and it was edited, as always, by Will Shorts. So let's start solving. Let's see what's in store for us today. Fallout from a hex, perhaps. Could be a hex meaning a curse or something like that, bad luck or something. Fallout from. Intermediary in illicit transactions. Not sure offhand. Glass houses, question mark. Glass houses, what is this? So the question mark indicates some sort of pun or wordplay. Which part of it? I'm not sure. It'll make a splash at a county fair. I'm not seeing anything up here. This is tough. Agrees. Probably ends with an S. Does that help here? Dark blank. I feel like it could be lots of things. Agrees. Yeah, I'm not sure. Chicago-based pizza chain familiarly. Oh, I think this is Uno's. Of all the things to first get in the grid, is this completely arbitrary thing here. So, unsettle is to unsettle is to. You could say that was unsettling. It was jarring. It could jar. That's 3 letters. What word would that be? Bad mojo, maybe? This wouldn't be Uno's then, which I'm sure is correct. Bad juju? That's something. Sort of how you would describe the fallout from a curse or something like that. Let's just try it. Because I have so little in the grid, let's just try it and see if it works. Unsettle, jar, right, jar. Advantageous, useful, maybe? Philosopher known as the father of Thomism. Wow. I'm not sure offhand. What about this one? Channeled through a barrel. A bore? You could bore a channel through something? I don't know. Oh, agrees could be jibes. Yes, that jibes with my understanding of the situation. Right. People often say jives here, which is not correct. If people say it enough, it will become correct through use of language. But the word I think people generally are looking for there is jibes. Okay, channel through a barrel. So what sort of bore is that? I'm not sure. Tesla and Toyota, those are makes of automobiles. So, and because this is an and clue rather than an or clue, it's plural because we're referring to both Tesla and Toyota. Intermediary in illicit transactions. Okay, something man would be an intermediary. A what? A Juju seems to have worked well. Glass houses, what is that? And what is this? Oh, the dark arts, maybe. The dark arts. Maybe a practitioner of the dark arts could put some bad juju on someone. Okay, director DaCosta of Candyman 2021, Nia DaCosta. And okay, I don't have anything else there. Glass houses are... Oh, aquaria, right. Houses for fish made out of glass. Okay, right. I'm not surprised I didn't jump to that earlier on. But yes, an aquarium you could sort of describe in a punny kind of way as a glass house, because creatures do live in it, and they're often made of glass. So it'll make a splash at a county fair. A dunk tank. There we go, another sort of glass container. That's funny. Very often anyway. I guess often they're not glass, often they're opaque. Oh, Thomas Aquinas, philosopher known as the father of Thomism. Okay, I'm actually not familiar with Thomism. I wonder if oh, is it Thomism for Thomas? That must be what it is. Okay, okay, that makes sense. And then it's not Badman or Batman, is it? What? Intermediary in illicit transactions. What is this? Oh, the bagman. The bagman, right, okay. Okay, someone carries the bag. Channeled through a barrel is a gun, barrel of a gun. I was just not remotely thinking about that. I was thinking of a wine barrel, or I was thinking of a sort of classic barrel for some reason, a whiskey barrel, that sort of thing. No, it was the barrel of a gun is bored. There's a channel that's bored through that. So, okay. We've cleaned out that corner. Let's move on. Brother could be Fra if it's a brother in a monastery or something like that. I'm not sure if that's what I should be jumping to. Buildings in bad standing, question mark. So this sounds like rundown buildings, because obviously we see bad standing and we think sort of bad standing reputationally, but the question mark makes me think we're going to read that in a punny, more literal way and say, oh, this building is literally standing poorly. Does that help me solve the clue? No, seemingly not, but it probably ends with an S. Coyote Crusher in cartoons. Oh, an anvil often crushes the coyote in the Roadrunner cartoons. And some menthols. Oh, this could be a brand of cigarettes. Cools. Menthol cigarettes, maybe. Okay, was what makes me think that might be the answer. Red fruity alcoholic drink, informally. Vodka something? Red fruity, what would be? So the other half of this will be the mixer with the vodka, presumably. What would that be? Well, I'm not sure off the top of my head. I'm just guessing it's vodka drink because of that VO and the alcoholic drink bit of the clue. Toasted. Drunk. Maybe on whatever these are. And cosmetics brand known for its pore strips. First thing came to mind is Dior, but I don't think Christian Dior does this. Last resort for a locksmith. Oh, what would this be? Is it a drill of some kind or something? Some retractable window shades are pull-ups. Maybe. Buildings in bad standing. So why can't I see this? Buildings in bad standing. What sort of buildings? I don't know. Oh, that's very frustrating. Oh, maybe this is Fra, brother. Because name synonymous with luxury could be Ritz, the hotelier whose hotels obviously have become synonymous with the concept of opulence and luxury. So, ruins. Roll-ups. Roll-ups are the retractable window shades. Sorry. So the buildings in bad standing are ruins. Probably should have gotten to that a little bit earlier, but just could not think of it for some reason. Okay, spells are trances, you're in a spell, you're in a trance. I'm not completely certain about that, but the S is likely. What about this? Inspiration for some fashion lines. A zebra? You could have a sort of zebra print dress or something, and it was inspired by a zebra. I mean, without that starting letter, I never would have jumped to that, that's for sure. But with it, it seems plausible. But let's keep checking the crosses because it's not certain. Unhealthy blankets, snows? But I'm thinking that because of the blanket of snow being experienced here in London at the moment. But I don't know why that would be unhealthy per se. I mean, it's indirectly in that when it's very cold, people could be at higher health risk, vulnerable people especially, but it doesn't seem sufficient. Capitulates is submits. There we go. There we go. That's a good argument in favor of zebra. And brings out is draws out, right? So the out in parentheses means we're going to apply it both to the clue, brings, but also to the answer, draws. So it's a little bit of a help. It's a little bit of a hint. It helps us find the answer slightly more cleanly because you have to be able to say brings out and also draws out. So it means not brings as in, so in other words, you couldn't say brings as in totes because totes out isn't really a phrase that works, even though brings and totes could be synonyms in a different context. So that's what that's doing there. Unhealthy blankets. Oh, smogs? Maybe this isn't actually draws after that whole speech. Blankets of smog. That actually seems pretty plausible, so this must be wrong. Sorry about that. My explanation still works. It's just apply it to the correct answer instead. Brings out. I don't know, actually. That's annoying. Here comes the fight. It's on. So, oh, trots out. Brings out, trots out. Okay, fair enough. Still works. Handles made to be played with. Usernames or something? Tags. Some kind of tags? What about this? Last resort for a locksmith. A bolt cutter. There we go. Or bolt cutters, I suppose. Oh, gamer tags. There we go. Handles made to be played. So handle, like an online handle. Some ceremonial garments are togas. Oops, why can't I? What am I doing? There we go. Togas, used in some ceremonial contexts, I suppose. And to even up. Not sure about that one. Sharon with a Pulitzer for poetry. Sharon, I'm not sure offhand. And Arizona County that borders Utah and New Mexico. Not sure about that either. Related as one city to another. So you could have sister cities, which are paired. Sometimes you'll see signs indicating that the city in which you are standing is sister city to another. Singman of Korean politics. Oh, I'm not sure off the top of my head. That's annoying. Dissenting groups could be sects, maybe, that break away from a main body, religious body, or a political body. Annual Roman Catholic service for members of the legal profession. Yeah. Interesting, I don't know. Some law mass, is that something? I'm not familiar with that, if so. Interesting, or bar mass, maybe? I don't know. So does that help Arizona County? I don't think so. And Jackson, Jenny, those are asses. Those are male and female asses. And so, Syngman Rhee. Yeah, I do recognize that name. Is this how you spell it? Arizona County that borders Utah and New Mexico. Oh, Apache County, I suppose. Okay. That must be the answer. This looks like tilapia. Oh yeah, it is. Commonly farmed fish, tilapia, yes. I think is the most consumed fish in the United States. I think mostly in fried contexts. Okay. Sharon with a Pulitzer for poetry. Sharon Olds, I don't know if it's a name, but I'm not sure. Even up is... I mean, there aren't very many possibilities, are there? Oh, tip, maybe? You tip someone, you even up? I don't know if that's a terminology for that. Oh, tie, you even up a game. You tie a game. against another team. There we go. So this is neither of my two guesses. Neither law mass nor bar mass. Bar mass didn't seem very likely. Spells are trances, I suppose. Oh, red mass, I guess. Yeah, so I'm not familiar with this. And then Sharon Olds. That's a tough cross right there. I didn't know either of those. And they're both sort of proper nouns, which, as you know from past crosswords, that I won't make a big deal about it because I did that once before. But yes, crossing proper nouns, I do think are particularly challenging because you can't really infer them purely through vocabulary. Although I suppose red mass is made up of ordinary bits of vocabulary, so you could argue that maybe that doesn't apply. The objection doesn't apply so much here. In any case, tough cross, I think, but let's keep going. Complete bores are snorers? Maybe? Doesn't really look very correct, I don't think. Some mixers, speaking of alcoholic drinks, could be sodas. You could mix soda with a spirit. And 2000 number one Radiohead album was Kid A. I remember when that album came out. It was shocking, but I thought it was really amazing. Sound that might follow a buzz. Sound that might follow a buzz. I don't know. Why am I? There's probably some really obvious way to read that I'm completely missing. Jam producers are question marks. There's some sort of pun going on here. And transparent could be clear, maybe. Jam producers. Superman's mother. Oh, not sure. I was hoping I could just infer this, but the more I look at it, the more women's names I can think of that fit in here. I mean, they're just seemingly countless. Leela, Lena, Lana, Laura, Lola. I mean, it's just, yeah, there's just too many. That's annoying. I mean, it's fair enough. I don't mean it's an annoying clue. I just mean I, in my own head, am annoyed right now. Build up. Amass, maybe. I mean, this might not be clear, actually. Maybe I should delete that. Because, I mean, I don't actually know if that's, yeah. Suggestion in brief, not a tip, because that's a full word. It hasn't been made briefer. Like ellipses all over the place. So something? Environmentalists' goal for harmful emissions is net zero carbon emission. Posh shopping district of Tokyo. Oh, Ginza? I've been here. I've been to Tokyo once, and this might not be right, though. It's something sort of similar to this word, maybe. New York footballer fans. The Giants is a New York football team. What are they? I don't know what they're called to fans. Royal chronicled on the crown, Diana. I've not seen the most recent series of The Crown, but Diana was already on it previously. Okay, pitted fruit is a date. A date could be a pitted fruit. And like all over the place. So ranged? I don't know, that doesn't really sound like anything. Ends could end in an S, and firecracker personalities are... What does this mean? Firecracker personalities. Big personalities. Big type A people or something like that? I'm not sure. Running out of steam here, aren't I? Longtime West Coast brew, informally. Not sure about that either. Is PBR, is that a West Coast beer? I'm not sure, to be honest. But it fits in 3 letters, and it's a brewed beverage as opposed to a distilled one. So firecracker personalities are Abbott, known for her Treasure Island and Grimm's Fairy Tales illustrations. Wow, not sure about that. That's interesting, though. Some hairdressings are... can't seem to find anything here. Went out for a while. Went out for a while. Had a nap. Napped? Oh, maybe it's just napped. Right. You went out as in, unconscious. Jam producers. Oh, paints? Why would that be? So it just looks like it fits, but this doesn't look very good down. Oh, points, maybe. Completely bores. Snoozes, maybe. Sound that might follow a buzz. Zap. So why? I mean, I can see how they're sort of related. Buzz and zap, they sort of seem like similar things, but what is literally being described here? So you buzz something and then someone is electrocuted or something? I don't quite understand what is specifically being described, but I think it's probably the answer. Jam producers are break points? Why would that be something? That's spelled in a weird way anyway. That would be spelled like a car brake. Boy, that's annoying. Let's keep looking. Suggestion in brief. And like all over the place. Okay, right. So I'm closed in on these corners of the grid in the sense that I'm not getting any more help from outside this area here because I've already, well, yeah, I mean, everything, all of the unfilled cells here are referring to clues that are entirely within these areas. So nothing else I do in the puzzle is going to help me further in this region. So what have I not seen anything yet? Longtime West Coast brew, right. New York footballers to fans. Oh, I don't know. Like all over the place. So something, maybe. It was like all over the place. It was so random. That's a sort of current way of saying something that you could say that by saying, oh, it was like all over the place. It was so random. In sort of modern slang. So what about, does that help? Suggestion in brief. A referral? Maybe? Ends. Some hairdressings. Oh, pomades. That's a hair product. Okay. Eleonora Abbott, maybe? I don't think I'm familiar with this person, but I'm just trying to think what name could fit. Eleanor or Eleonora? Okay, well, this isn't PBR because this is certainly pomade. So longtime West Coast brew, informally. I don't know. I don't even know if I'm going to know it. Oh, this looks like dynamos. Yes, that person is a real dynamo, a real firecracker personality. That looks correct. G-Men? Is that what the Giants are called? Okay, I didn't know that nickname. New York footballers defend G-Men. It must be for Giants. So this will be, Olympia beer. Yeah, that's what this will be. Okay, from Washington State. And then Eleonora. It's another tough cross, I have to say. Although, again, Eleanor is sort of it's a general name, so it's gettable. Or Eleanor, I suppose. Is that what this is? Is this, right, I just wanted to make sure this was plural and not singular because it could have been G-Man. Because that's sort of, no, that doesn't look as good. Okay, ends verb is ceases. I see, it ends, it ceases. So a suggestion, a recommendation. Why did I think of referral before recommendation? That was weird. Because a recommendation is a suggestion. A referral isn't really a recommendation per se. Okay, in any case, let's keep looking around. Build up is amass, maybe? Did I try that before? I can't remember. A vodka soda? Why would it be fruity if it were that? I don't think that's right. Vodka. Cause of a game's end. I don't know. How do I complete this puzzle? Cause of a game's end. Court order. Used car business. And gossip. I haven't looked at this yet, I don't think. Gossip is rumor, maybe? That U is unusual. Does that look good? Unnamed alternative. I don't think this is likely to end in a U. Certain hog. So the first thing that came into my mind, and I didn't put it in because I just didn't know, was vodka cran for cranberry. And I'm putting it back in now because I'm out of ideas. So let's see if this helps. Build up. Oh, erect maybe? An area? I mean, why is that build up rather than simply build? I mean, I think of building up as something that happens sort of over time collectively, whereas building something or erecting something, I think of that happening with intention in a kind of fixed time frame. But that might be I might be drawing a distinction where perhaps one doesn't exist. I don't know. I just don't understand why this needs to be up specifically, if indeed the answer is erect. Cause of a game's end. I don't. Okay, so what is there anything else I can look at here? Okay, this could be clearer. Once again, jam producers. What was this one again? Oh, Superman's mother, right. Jam producers are choke points. Right, you produce a traffic jam or something because of a choke point. Things filter down to narrower passage. So certain hog and unnamed alternative is a others. I don't know. Court order, an arraignment or something. No. Arise, but that's too many letters. Used car business. Certain hog. And gossip. A yenta. It's a Yiddish gossip, right? So does that work? Unnamed alternative. Domain of Thetis in Greek myth. Well, in 3 letters, I'm thinking the C. Is that right? Why can't I remember that? Well, in 3 letters ending with an A specifically. Court order. All rise. There we go. Okay, I was on the right track with arise, but I just was thinking of the wrong phrase. So used... Oh, tilt. A pinball game could end if you tilt the machine. Used car business. Oh, resales. It literally... Okay, I was trying to think of something a used car business might do as a kind of subset of its business, but no, this is in fact the business of a used car, lot is resales. Okay, so unnamed alternative. Oh, or else. That's a clever clue. So it's the alternative is not stated. It's or else. That's very good. I like that a lot. I've never really thought of or else as an unnamed alternative, but it is one. So certain hog is a Harley, as in a Harley Davidson motorcycle, a hog, a chopper. That's in motorcycle in that sense. I didn't have that in mind at all. So Lara is Superman's mother, I guess. And why don't I recognize that? Is that right? It is. Okay, so there we go. And that is the puzzle. A tough one. I found it tough anyway. Let me know how you fared with it. But yes, it was a tricky one for me. Quite a few names in here. We had Aquinas, we had Laura, we had Eleanor. Was it just those? Am I misremembering how many? Oh no, Nia we had as well. Yeah, and then some interesting concepts that I'll have to look up, like red mass. I mean, I've probably heard that before. Oh, another name. Yeah, I mean, I've probably seen this before. It's not something that's in my, it's not part of my ordinary vocabulary or my I don't know, kind of solid body of knowledge. That's for sure. So I'll need to look it up. I'm very interested to see what that is. And Yeah, just a tough puzzle, a wide-ranging puzzle knowledge-wise, which is very interesting, but a tricky one, I think, especially for a Friday. I mean, to me, this could almost be a Saturday puzzle, I would say. But let me know how you fared. I think it was a good, solid puzzle. I slightly, like I said, I slightly took issue, perhaps, with what cross was it? Oh, was it Red Mass and Olds maybe? And then Apache is also a proper noun, actually. But I don't know. I mean, it's hard to know when those things are over the line. Red mass is a phrase comprised of ordinary words, so less objectionable than it might have otherwise been. And anyway, there we go. That was the puzzle by Cameron Oskin Collins. I did enjoy it. It did give me a workout there. Oh, Ritz is also a name. Anyway, that's that for today's puzzle. And because I've not done so in a few days, let's read some clues from yesterday's puzzle. How about that? I did mark some today. So this is not something I'll be able to sort of read in a useful way, but I'm Eden has an explanation of plum, the name Li meaning plum in Chinese, by actually printing the Chinese character for plum. And on the third intonation, that is pronounced Li. And I mean, that'll relate to the tonal system of Chinese, which I'm not qualified to attempt to reproduce. But I just thought that was an interesting comment that you can seek out if you're interested. And Nix Hicks explains that QVC, the shopping channel, stands for quality, value, convenience. And Spiegelthing clarifies it's not a US only thing. I don't know about anywhere else, but QVC first broadcast in the UK in 1993. And Monkey Flower says it started in Westchester, Pennsylvania in the US in the 1980s. So came to the UK before too long, apparently. Nick Six also has the full ingredient for vichyssoise, which is more than just the small handful of ingredients represented in yesterday's puzzle. But I would say, looking at this recipe, yesterday's puzzle does, I think, communicate the sort of bulk of what vichyssoise is about recipe-wise. So that's nice to see. And Josh 5 now has a follow-up to vichyssoise pointing out that the heavy cream clue indicates the heavy cream is added after cooling. This is because vichyssoise is a soup traditionally served cold. If the potatoes and leeks didn't give away the answer, that detail could help. That's true. It is one of the relatively few commonly referenced cold soups. So there we go, along with gazpacho and things like that. So, all right, that's all I had from yesterday's puzzle. I suppose largely more context than correction, but that's what I found. So, hope you enjoyed today's video, today's puzzle. I'll be back tomorrow, of course, for the Saturday puzzle, another themeless edition of the crossword. Hope to see you then, but until that point, please do have an excellent remainder of your Friday. Take care.